Let us look at addition and subtraction of fraction. Yes, we can actually add fractions together or subtract one fraction from another fraction. And there are different ways the question can come. Let's jump straight into examples. We've already known what fractions are, how they look, the different types, and how to convert, and also how to reduce fractions to their lowest term. Now let's look at how we add them together or how we subtract one fraction from another. Let's look at when the fractions are having the same denominator. Remember, the fraction is what? Numerator over denominator. So let's look at a scenario where the denominators are the same. For example, you have 2 out of 7 plus 3 out of 7 plus, let me say, 1 out of 7. So you can see the denominators are all the same. The denominators are all what? The same. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have 4 out of 9. Let's say we have 6 out of 9. And let's say we have 3 out of 5. Let's say we have 2 out of 5. And let's say we have 4 out of 5. So you can see they are all having the same denominators. Here they are all having 7, 7, 7. Here they are all having 9, 9. Here they are all having 5, 5, 5. The fractions can even be up to 10. But the moment they are having the same denominator, this is what you do. You are just going to write one of the denominator. You are going to write one of the denominator. Since the denominators are the same, 7, 7, 7. Therefore, you just write 7. There is a reason behind that, but at your level, just know you are supposed to write 7 so that the duration of this video won't be that long. So all the numbers at the top, you now bring them and add them together since they are all addition. 2 plus 3 plus 1. 2 plus 3 plus 1. 2 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 1, 7 out of 7. Yes, and you know 7 out of 7 is 1. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And that will be your answer. What about this? 9, 9. You also write it, since they are both the same, 9. And the numerators, you add them together. 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6. Now 4 plus 6 gives you 10 out of 9. Now this is an improper fraction. Okay? The denominator is smaller than the numerator. And what do? You are going to divide it. Never leave your answer in an improper fraction. Do not leave your answer in improper fraction. It's either your answer is a proper fraction or it is a mixed fraction. Therefore, 10 divided by 9 is one whole number, remainder 1, over 9, and that would be your answer. Now let's look at this. This is 5, 5, 5, therefore it's 5. Okay, now 3 plus 2 plus 4. 3 plus 2 plus 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9 out of the 5. 9 divided by 5 is one whole number, 4 over 5. And that would be your answer. So you do the same thing even if it is subtraction. Let me give you one example in subtraction so that you see what I'm talking about. Say we have 7 out of 8 minus 3 out of 8. What do? Since they are the same denominators, we just pick one of it, which is 8. And the numerator 7 minus 3, we just write it. 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3 is 4 out of 8. Now, Whenever you have an answer like this, always check and make sure that your answer is in its lowest term. If your answer is going to be in a proper fraction, remember the first one was what? Mixed. If it is in a proper fraction, like the denominator is bigger than the numerator, you have to check and make sure that it is in its lowest term, that you can no longer reduce the fraction. For example, we can still reduce this fraction, 4 out of 8. And when you are when you are trying to reduce a fraction to its lowest term, what do? I've taught you that you divide by their highest common factor. If you look for the highest common factor of 4 and 8, the highest common factor would give you 4. So divide by 4, divide by 4. And then you get 1 out of 2. Remember, 1 out of 2 is half. 4 out of 8 is still half. So this is the lowest term. So this is how you add or subtract. You can even have addition and subtraction in the same question. For example, so look at this. We have 8 out of 9 minus 6 out of 9 plus 3 out of 9 is the same thing. Just write all your denominators. Since they are the same, you just write 1. Then you now write 8 minus 6 plus 3. 8 minus 6 plus 3. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5 out of 9. And this is your answer. So let me wipe the board so that we go to the different scenario where the denominators are not the same. When the denominators are not the same, there is a step you follow to make sure the denominators are the same. Here is an example, 4 out of 6 minus 2 out of 3. You discover that the denominators are different. What do you do in this case? What do you do? When the denominators are different like this, you are going to find the LCM of the denominators. What are the denominators? 6 and 3. Therefore, we'll find the LCM of what? 6 and 3. LCM of 6 and 3. I've taught you how to look for LCM. 2 here will give you 3. Here is not possible. Now 3 takes 1, 1. And 2 times 3 is 6. Therefore, you say our LCM is equal to 6. You have to be careful of the steps here so that you don't miss it. The moment the denominators are different, you look for the LCM. The LCM of 6 and 3 is 6. Therefore, we are going to write 6 and combine the denominators as 6. But when we do that, we don't just write these top numbers, the numerators. We carry out 2 different operations for each fraction, which is division, multiplication. Division, multiplication. This is how we are going to get the numerators. So we are going to do 6 divided by 6 times 4. We'll write the answer. Minus, we'll do the next one. 6 divided by 3 times 2. We'll write the answer also. Now let's go. 6 divided by 6, 1. 1 times 4 is 4. Therefore, this is 4. Minus 6 divided by 3, 2. 2 times 2, 4. That's 4. So you can see 4 minus 4 would give you 0 out of 6. So 0 divided by 6 is still 0. Your answer would be 0. 0 out of 6 is 0 now. Abi? 0 out of 6, you take nothing. Yes, so that is 0. Now, what if the fractions are more than 1? Let's say we have something like, let me say, 3 out of 4 minus 1 out of 2 plus 4 out of 6. So you see we have subtraction and we have addition. What do we do? The same thing goes. We look for the LCM of what? 4, 2, and 6. Let's look for the LCM here. 4, 2, and 6. What can we use to divide? We can use 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 6 divided by 2 is 3. We are done with this. What can we divide here with? We can also use 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1. 3 divided by 2 is not possible. There will be remainder. So we still write 3. And now we use 3. So we multiply this to get our LCM. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. Therefore, our LCM of 4, 2, and 6 is 12. That's the LCM of the denominators. Now we are going to write the denominator as the LCM. Just as we did here, we wrote the denominator as the LCM. And what do? We start our division, multiplication. Division, multiplication. Division, multiplication. And we get our answer. The first one, 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9. Then minus. The second one, 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. The next one is plus. So the last one, 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Now, 9 minus 6 is 3. 3 plus 8 is what? 11. Therefore, we have 11 out of 12. And here would be our answer. As you can see, we cannot, it's already in a proper fraction and this is its lowest term. So this is how you add and subtract fraction if they are having different denominator. In the same denominator, you just pick the denominator, just pick one of it and then do whatever arithmetic you have to do. But in this second aspect where the denominators are different, you have to find the LCM. Now use that LCM as the denominator. Divide and multiply to get each numbers. Divide and multiply. Don't forget to do that, or else you get the wrong answer. Very, very important. Find the LCM, then divide and multiply. And when you get your answer, make sure you check. This answer I got, is it a proper fraction? If it is a proper fraction, is it in its lowest term? If it's not in its lowest term, change it to its lowest term. Yes, reduce it to its lowest term. If it is not a proper fraction, convert it to mixed fraction. And the last thing I'm going to show you now is how do we add and subtract mixed fraction. It's very, very simple for you to do this if you understand the steps. But what if you have mixed fractions to add or subtract? For example, you are having 3 whole number, 1 over 2 plus 2 whole number, 3 over 4 minus 1 whole number, 1 over 8. So these ones are mixed fractions. What do? When you want to add or subtract mixed fraction, it is usually very technical. But the very easiest way to do it is to just convert it to improper fraction. Convert it to improper fraction, you will solve it. After you get your answer, you will now convert it back to mixed fraction. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here now, the first thing we do is to convert them to improper fraction so that it will be very, very easy to be solved. And how do you convert? I've taught you. 2 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Therefore, this is 7 out of 2. Plus, we do the same thing here. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Therefore, this is 11 out of 4. Minus 8 times 1 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. 9 out of 8. Now, let's go. The next thing we do here now, since the denominators are different, is to look for the LCM of 2, 4, and 8. Let's do that quickly. LCM of 2, 4, and 8. We use 2 to divide to get 1, 2, and 4. 2 divided by 1 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2, 8 divided by 2 is 4. We can still use 2 to divide to get 1, 2 divided by 1 is 1, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2. And we still use 2 to get our LCM. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. Therefore, we are going to write this, the 8 as our LCM. And as usual, we start doing our divide, times, divide, times, divide, times. Simple. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. Plus 8 divided by 4 is 2. 2 times 11 is 22. Minus 8 divided by 8 is 1. 1 times 9 is 9. So 28 plus 22 is 50. Do that and confirm it. 28 plus 22 is 50. 50 minus 9 is 41 out of 8. So this is supposed to be your answer. But what did I tell you about your answer? First of all, you check your answer. Is it a proper fraction? If it is a proper fraction, is it in its lowest term? If it is not in the lowest term, you have to convert it or reduce it to its lowest term. Now, what if it is not a proper fraction? If it is not a proper fraction, you have to convert it to a mixed fraction by dividing. 41 divided by 8, get 5 whole number, remainder 1. And this becomes your final answer. So this is how you add or subtract fractions that are in the same denominator, having the same denominator or having different denominator. And also if they are mixed, this is how you solve them. So if there are any issues you have with this, you should feel free to reach out to me privately. I will be seeing you in the next class. Bye.